Hi. Well, yesterday I sent out this email and I asked everybody how you're doing. You feeling overwhelmed, underwhelmed? How you doing at getting it Learn? Learn is if you've never used it before, there's a steep learning curve, and I get it. It took me a long time to use Learn. I've been using it now for about 6 years, and I still don't know how to use all of it. But all of our stuff and all these online courses, we totally depend on Learn. So here's how you get to it. So I've got my screen right here. I go to the all powerful Google Webs. I know one of the worst things ever is watching people type on the computer. So there it is. I go to Learn, and then I'm going to go right. Oh, you can't see my click right there. Blackboard Learn. Boom, it pops up. And you've got right here, if you can see my cursor, it says My Courses. And it says Bio 1140. You could be section 100, which is the original online section, or 003. We were going to originally meet in class. I missed you guys. I promise you. I wish I was in class with you. But it pops up. Okay, and this is the course dashboard you're seeing. Now, the thing about the course dashboard, honestly, I don't ever really do much with that at all. So I skip it. So if you go over here to the left, you're going to see course dashboard. Don't worry about that. You'll see course home, and you'll see course information. Okay, so I'm going to go with course information first, and there it is. I've got the syllabus posted, I've got the fall schedule, and I've got a write-up on how to complete the science and digital literacy. So I just clicked on it to download it, and it's going to pop right up here. I just reloaded. Well, I'm going to skip out. I just reloaded everything on Learn here, on my computer. And there's how to complete the science and digital literacy assignment. Yeah, you guys were on Monday. I was an hour late because I had to scrap my entire computer. It died, reboot a whole new one. Oh, I was here till 11 on Monday. Okay, this right here is under that course information, and of course this shows you how to do the science and digital literacy assignment, and just click back out of it. Okay, so all that information is under course information. Now, I've had a lot of you ask me, where is the reading assignment? Where are the quizzes? Where are these practice problems and everything? Let's go to course home. And you can see I've highlighted on it. I'm going to click on it. And now you can see that I've got welcome. I've got a welcome video. That's the one I put out on Monday for you guys. Up here at the top, I've got our test dates. And then I've got to start here, week 1, week 2. Now, as I go on and get everything going here, I'll introduce, or I'll get week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, all done pretty quickly. And what you'll do is you'll click on it, say start here. This is just a welcome to the class, right? Just kind of like, hey, here's Bio 1140. You can go here. It tells a little bit about me. I have 3 degrees. I got my degree from Florida State. I'm representing today. I'm actually double representing. That's a lot. And I got a master's in environmental science from the University of Virginia in 2004 on invasive species. And I got my PhD right here at UNM. I love this place. I love UNM so much that I never really left. I've always been around here. And it tells you that I like natural history, hiking, birding, weightlifting. Not going to the gym. This is the longest I've been out of the gym since 1989. It's crazy. Okay, enough of that. Course home, week 1. Here it is. This is an introduction to science. This corresponds to chapter 1 of the required reading, and this is the dates of week 1. So my weeks go from Monday till Sunday night. I know that's a little bit off of a normal week, but the reason why I do Sunday night is because that's when everything is due for this class. And Monday is when we kind of start the week fresh. So we're going to click on week 1. Okay, here's an introduction. Week 1, I'm going to talk about what is science? What are the limitations of science? And I sometimes use the word chapter, module interchangeably because it is from a textbook that I wrote. You write textbooks in chapters, but when you go online, you introduce stuff as modules. So yeah, okay, there it is. I've also got the learning objectives. This is the instructional materials listed. I got reading, a required reading. That's from the textbook. I've got a podcast called What is Science? lecture videos, practice problems, graded stuff. I thought I just updated that. It should also have the syllabus quiz and the opening survey under syllabus quiz. And that's our summary. And I always like to put in a nice quote. And in this week, this quote is from Carl Sagan. And it says, "Science is much more than a body of knowledge. It's a way of thinking." This is central to its success. Science invites us in to let the facts in, and even when they don't conform to our preconceptions. And that's a really powerful quote, because a lot of times science, the findings of science, can really shake the foundations of what we think we know or believe. And so I'm like, science is not just a memorization of facts. Science is a way of thinking, a way of approaching problems in the world. And that's what this whole chapter is about. It's like, what is science and what is not science? Okay, now let's get back. I've got this, if you go to this tabs over here, here's the instructional material. So, okay, instructional material, here's your table of contents. Module 1, required reading. All the required readings are in a PDF. This is chapter 1, and of course I start off with talking about an introduction and how, I read a book in the 6th grade called Cosmos by this guy right here on the right, the late Carl Sagan. I actually got to see him speak twice. He's one of my heroes in life, so I will quote him throughout our class. And this is the required reading. This is material I wrote specifically for this class. Okay, let's go back to this right here. I've also got lecture PowerPoints. I PDF the PowerPoints that I would normally have in class. Here's another one that I've had a lot of questions about. These are the practice problems. They are not required. They are not graded. But these practice questions are there to help you immerse yourself in the material and think about this material in different ways. Okay, then I've got a podcast. Let's see, it should click to launch, open right here. Boom, it pops up. I'm actually on Buzzsprout, but if you listen to Spotify, Apple Music, Apple iTunes, Google, Stitcher, I'm on all of that. I'm on all these different platforms. And there's my first sidecast on what is science. And basically what I did for this podcast here is I took that chapter and converted the entire chapter into a podcast. So this is another way for you to get the material here. And then I have YouTube videos. This is on the nature and limitations of science. So once again, instructional material. I've got required reading will always be at the top. There will always be a podcast. There will be a lecture PowerPoint, and there will be these YouTube videos. All right. Now, graded stuff right here. There it is. You've got the opening survey. You've got the syllabus quiz. You've got quiz 1 and science and digital literacy 1. Now, on this first week, science and digital literacy, you only need 6 of these throughout the entire semester. So you don't even have to do this first one if you don't want to. So that's under this graded stuff. So you can click on quiz 1, click to launch, and it tells you that the quizzes are timed at 15 minutes. You'll be notified when time expires. You have 2 attempts on the test, and this is the due date, and the due date is now August 30th. So you have an extension on that. That's there. And then you would click over here, right, and begin. And then let's go back to course home. As you noticed, week 2 is up. There's the instructional materials. You'll notice for next week, there's only quiz 2 and only the science and digital literacy. So this is how you find everything in Learn. Now, I've also got on this tab back over here on your left side, I've got the syllabus, I've got a calendar, and this is some other additional information to help you use Learn. Now, I've also got links to some of my media sites. Tom's SciCast. I'm going to open it in a new tab. There it is. And you can see all of my podcasts here that I've done. I will always link the podcast that is required or that will help you for that particular week in that week folder. So week 2, that will be How the Theory of Evolution Revolutionized Science and Society. That podcast will be linked into your week 2 folder under instructional material. Now, if you just want to go out and listen to some other podcasts I have, well, here you go. I have some fun ones like Plants Have Senses Too. Yeah, plants are sensitive. They can detect their environments. Really cool. I've got evolutionary innovations that change the world. I like photosynthesis, cellular respiration, kind of cool. And should we intentionally cause the extinction of mosquitoes? So I have a few things on there, and one that's really different is I've got one on there called should we build a multi-generational spaceship to travel the stars? And I talk about the problems with that. I also have my YouTube channel, and this will pop up in a new tab here. Here's my YouTube channel. I've also got our videos, and every video for each week will always be linked in that week. So for example, week 1, I've got all these biology lectures from all the different classes I've done, but it will always have a link into your chapter folder. And I've also got things like my favorite sci-fi scenes. I've also got animal videos, biocast, and I've got Tales from the Field and my favorite music videos. Okay, and then lastly, I also have my Facebook page. Yeah, I know, I'm on Facebook. And I like to post fun stuff on Tom Kennedy Science on Facebook. Okay, so I hope that helps you navigate Blackboard Learn. And my next video coming up will be on how to learn. Okay,